Knowledge.
My name is Jonathan Lipp. I am the director of the Big Apple Film Festival, and you are watching In Art Media.
So Jesse, what's the meaning of life, bro?
Oh, I have no idea what the meaning of life is, because as I mentioned in my previous questionnaire, I'm an actor, and they don't tell us those things.
So how did you start?
How did we start the festival?
Well, anything, let's say.
How did we start? We started the Big Apple Film Festival in 2004 at the Anthology Film Archives with only about 13 movies.
How did you get started in both of these?
I started acting when I was younger in musical theater in my town in New Jersey, where musical theater should stay, in a town in New Jersey. And then I wanted to act with the adults, so I acted with adults in my town, New Jersey. And then I got into movie.
So Jonathan, what's the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life? To have fun and to see some good movies.
So what is art to you?
I actually took a class last semester called What is Art? And it was twice a week for 13 weeks, and I have no idea.
So what is art to you?
Art to me can be anything. It's really all the way that you perceive the word art. I mean, anything that's abstract, anything that can be analyzed or interpreted on a personal level.
Squid and the Whale. What was that about?
That was a movie that came out like 2 years ago. That a lot of Bohemians saw.
Can I have a moment to think about that one? I don't know.
In Brooklyn. I don't know what else to say about that.
And slowly over time, the festival really developed into a fixture here in the New York City independent film scene. And over the course of the 5 years, it's grown, and now our home is Tribeca Cinemas.
The Living Wake here is playing at the Big Apple Film Festival, or BAFF, as they're referring to it on the movie posters. And it's a very unique movie about a man, an eccentric man in a kind of fictional world who knows when he's going to die, so he spends the last day of his life inviting people to his funeral, which will be that night.
So what do you think that turns out a good story?
What do I think turns out a good story?
For a film in general.
Well, to me, a good story is made up of good characters. I think that in most movies, I think we see similar conflicts and similar stories time and time again. However, I think what makes a film interesting, what makes a film unique, is when the characters are different. There are only so many stories that someone can tell, and there are only so many ways to tell the same story. But there are endless amounts of characters out there, as we all know, just by walking the streets of New York every day.
What you like about the Big Apple Film Festival for you?
It's very close to my house, and they're playing a movie that I was in, and those are two things I like because I don't like leaving my house, and I like watching my face really, really good. I don't.
What's the hardest part about creating this film festival?
The hardest part? I would say the hardest part about it is having to look at so many movies, and at the same time deal with programming, and also at the same time have to deal with organizing parties and organizing everything else that goes along with it. Also dealing with certain filmmakers can be issues, and then at the same time, my wife is also difficult because because I got to deal with her when I'm also trying to do the festival.
Theoretical.
Guys, this is In Art Media. We're with Wesley Cloud, a mobile content producer. It is cold. We're at Tribeca Films. We're with Jess.
Yep, we are. Wesley.
And yeah, we're doing a little shaky cam, but we're having fun.
Oh man, this is a tough question.
Right now, this is funny.
Maybe I think this is the funniest thing that ever happened to me, but I can't come up with an answer.
Knowledge, art, life.